definitely need to be planted out. Look at all of their roots. Tomatoes ready to go. I have some of the kindest friends who have actually gifted me different kinds of plants and flowers for my garden. I got this gooseberry from Anne. She's a local that I've gotten to connect with, and I'm super excited that I have. This is actually a gooseberry plant, so hopefully it'll do well over here. I still have to mulch around it, and I think I'm also going to plant some flowers. And I also have a ginger plant from Kelly, who's our pig breeder. She came in to see the boys and pick up an incubator from me, so she dropped off a lovely ginger plant. So I think right here will be the perfect spot. My friend Alicia also gave me some herbs, rhubarb and other plants as well for our garden, so I'm going to roll those clips now because I haven't had a chance to share it with you guys while I set myself up ready to get this planted. I feel so incredibly happy and excited because the spring sun is finally here. The weather's really warming up the last few days, and I'm even more excited because I got given a bunch of herbs and perennials from a friend of ours. The lockdown has been lifted, as I said, and so she's been wanting to share her abundance with me, and I can't wait to plant it into my garden. Okay, so I was given some rhubarb, which is going to be delicious in things like apple crumble. Rosemary, which I think I'm actually going to dry this because it's looking a lot more healthy and incredible than ours is at the moment. Lots of different kinds of garlic chives, which are just going to be really good in borders as well as deterring bugs that we don't want in our garden, similar to garlic and onion, so super excited. Parsley, a lot of this has been in the car for a little while, so it's looking a little bit sad. Definitely needs to get into the garden. And some sage. So I've planted the herbs in, and I almost forgot she also passed on a chili which has been dried out, and so it's got a bunch of seeds inside, so I'm going to plant those into the ground as well and see if it comes up. Do you miss me? So as you can see here in the garden, I have my radishes growing in a circle, which is so much fun. There's some beans coming up, both purple beans as well as yellow bush beans, and the cabbages in the middle of the teepees are also doing really well. butternut pumpkins, large tomatoes. So rows need to be 50 to 80 centimeters away from each other, space. Whatever, let's just plant. Start there. So I'm thinking maybe the bush beans, we want it to be throughout. The bush beans are going to give the pumpkins lots and lots of nutrients through their rhizomes, so the more the better. Okay, tomatoes will go 1, 2, 3. I'm so curious to see what this looks like. Cool. Oh, nice. Looks freaking awesome. Plant you in. And I'm gonna sprinkle some flower seeds around here too, because the ginger will not mind. Okay, so here I have a mixture of a bunch of different flower seeds that are going to be great for the pollinators. There's teeny tiny ones, there's bigger ones. I've also added some more marigolds, cosmos and borage to here, so there's a nice little mix. There's also herbs like coriander and basil, so I'm just going to sprinkle some around and then cover this all up. The little ones are so hard to get to, I must say. Leeks and beetroots. I used some more of the leftover wood shavings from the chick brooder on the different areas that I've planted. So I've put it around the pumpkins and the tomatoes. I'm hoping that as I water this over the next few weeks, the nutrients is going to seep in and really ignite those plants so that they have a really healthy, strong life, especially because both of those really like nitrogen. All right, let's water this all in to make sure they have plenty of water. There is rain coming today, I hope, sometime soon, so they'll get plenty to help them establish their roots and into the ground. I'll also be adding some wood chips in to keep the soil nice and moist and wet underneath. It'll also help to keep it nice and cool, especially coming into summer. That's what we really need. I'm just so glad that the rain hasn't come and it has given me a chance to actually plant everything first thing in the morning while it's nice and cool, right before it comes, instead of doing this in the rain. Lots of water on the plants before you put the wood chips down, as well as after you put the wood chips down, is absolutely vital. That way you're keeping all of the moisture in the soil, as opposed to having dry soil with wet wood chips on top. It's not going to penetrate. Need my shoes.